All right, y'all. So I know it's a lot of topics going on out here, right? And welcome to the live, man. Make sure you share this live. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all the things that's necessary for you to see my upcoming live streams. Do all the things that's necessary for you to see, some of my short skits. I got a movie coming up. It's called Southside Kev. So if you want to see my awareness, if you want to see, my perspective on things, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Please. All right. With that being said, I want to start off first with D1. I wasn't mad with D1, right? I wasn't upset with what he said, right? And I spoke to him. My only gripe with D1 is this. You have to realize that before you start pointing fingers out to individuals, when you're calling people names out, it's like a direct hit. It's a direct shot. So you want to be mindful or how you, like your approach when you call a person name out. And I'm solution based. So you got to have a solution when you definitely calling somebody's name out. And I just feel as though he shouldn't have called people names out. He possibly should have just went about it as a collective, more so than individually. Along with the fact that it's some things that he's done that's questionable. And it's like, oh, whoa, like before you start calling anybody out, what's up with this? What's up with this? And what's up with this? And what's up with that? So that was my only gripe with him. Hopefully he understood, well, from our conversation, he understood where I was coming from. I understood where he was coming from. And then we just go on like that, right? Snoop Dogg. I want to give my strength, my love, and my support to Snoop. It takes a lot of courage to break a habit from a substance, right? And for him to do something like that, to announce it as well, is like bravery to me. Like it takes so much courage, so much heart, so much discipline, and we honor him for that. As a person that's been sober for almost 6 years. I'll be 6 years sober January the 21st, 2024. Welcome home to the sobriety team. Welcome home to the sobriety family. Snoop Dogg. Let's go, cuz. All right. Who else we got? We got Will Smith. Will Smith has always been a talent that he's been a different type of talent, right? And as the years progress, he progressed. I want to say this. Since 2020, it was always something involving him. And to me, it was like a distraction. So I just feel like this is content. I don't know. It's content. I don't believe it. I don't believe this Will Smith, hurrah, hooray. I don't think that, and if it is something going on, listen, it doesn't make sense to say, oh, I seen Will Smith doing something. You know how long that's been going on? Oh, yeah, Will Smith has done something. Will Smith does something with it. Listen, what are we getting out of it at this point? Like, what are we getting out of letting the world know that Will Smith was caught doing something with somebody else? What's the motive? All of that is just content for us to kind of like be distracted, I feel like. All that is just content for us to want to, I guess, buy something that they're selling. I don't know. But I'm over this Will Smith thing. Shout out to them and their family. They got like this different type of village going on over there. And honestly, kudos to them. All right. So we took care of Will Smith. We took care of Snoop Dogg. We took care of D1. Snoop Dogg. D1 Diddy. I'm not going to sit up here and say Diddy is innocent or guilty. I'm not going to say Cassie is lying or she has a motive or she's telling the truth. What I'm going to say is this. The era of showing your ass, showing your sexual prints as a woman should be over with. Because a lot of women are coming out saying that these thousandaires, millionaires, billionaires have this sick sexual desire, and you would think people with money can control their emotions and control and curb their appetites, but sometimes it's the opposite. When a man has a lot of money, he's more controlling. He feels more superior. He feels like, no, I'm good, baby. He feels like you should do exactly what I tell you to do. And if you don't do what I want you to do, then here go the consequences that come with it. But then you got the women with their motives. Well, if I show off this part and I give him a little something with this part, maybe it won't go no further than what I'm used to or the norm or maybe what I've seen. But you will be surprised with sick thoughts a person have in their mind and the things that they want to see done from a sexual perspective. You would be surprised. So again, I'm not saying who's right, who's wrong. I'm not saying who's lying, who's not lying, who's guilty, or who's innocent when it comes down to Puff Daddy and Cassie. What I am going to say is things do happen, and just because a person got money, it doesn't mean that they're normal in the head. And just because you see this pretty girl come out and say, well, I was sexually abused, mentally, it doesn't mean she's telling the truth. But from a person that was not sexually abused, physically abused, from a person that was mentally abused, from a person that was verbally abused, you tend to hold these things in because you feel like nobody cares. No, nobody care. Ain't nobody gonna help you. They gonna think you lying anyway. So you push everything that you've been through to the back of your mind and you manipulate yourself in believing that it never happened. And only those who really understand what I'm saying, that been through this type of as a victim, they know what I'm saying. And this is why people don't say nothing until years later, because they finally get the courage to say something. I just hope, honestly, that we learn from these things. And we look at the people that's going through these problems, and we take a look at ourselves and say to ourselves, am I putting myself in the same position? And if so, what do I got to do to get out of it? One last person, Young Thug. Young Thug's son lost his mother to gun violence. Young Thug's son lost his mother to gun violence. And now he could potentially lose his father to gun lyrics. And what I mean by losing his father to gun lyrics, whatever that man allegedly did, he allegedly put those same actions in his rap, lyrics. Okay? Allegedly, young kids died under the legislation of Young Thug. Allegedly. Allegedly, mothers got shot at under Young Thug. Under his call, under his reach, whatever the case may be. Who's going to raise his son to be a man now? Because if Young Thug blow trial, he's not seeing his son no time soon. And hopefully he will see his son. Because he's looking at about, 35 to life, 45 to life. I don't know. Don't look for imperfections and shortcomings in this video. Think past your height or the message going to go over your head. The one thing that all of these men that I mentioned got in common is that they are all black men under the entertainment world. Don't be careful, be wise. B McFly, let's go.